Good morning guys and girls and welcome back to another video, and today is the 10 hidden places in WoW. Let's go. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Number 10 on our list is hidden within the outskirts of the Arathi Highlands. Now if you fly over and go down right along the shoreline of the massive mountain that blocks you from getting to the shore in the Arathi Highlands, you'll be able to find a nice little farm where a couple of dwarf NPCs are located. Now I don't really know much relevance of why these guys are there. To be honest, I always found this to be a nice little place for me to just chill out and just explore. I have done an in-depth search around trying to find any little hidden Easter eggs or anything, and can't find it. All there is rams and a couple of dwarf NPCs along with 2 huts. Now if you're a role player, I would highly recommend the actual zone, because it's kind of nice if you want to pretend that you're like a labourer or something, and then you actually kickstarts into a big ass thing or anything like that. I don't know, it just looks cool, and I use it to actually get some of my footage for some of my videos. Number 9 on our list is the hidden lake up top, DARNASUS. Now this is in Teldrassil, and personally I kind of I like this little zone because this one's actually really cool for do you know how I do my outros where I'm either standing or I'm dancing or something? I actually enjoy this area just to do my outro for one of those. It's place to be quite nice as there's no people around, so therefore I can actually get on and do my outro without having to worry about random people in the background of my videos, because I kind of like my outros to have no one around. And so that being the case, that is the hidden lake atop Darnassus in Teldrassil. Number 8 on our list is NESSY in the Deep Run Tram. Now obviously you're going to have to do a little bit of wall hacking in order to actually, wall exploiting in order to actually get over to it. So that being the case, what you can find when you actually get into the other side of the glass chamber is that you can still swim around, but you do not have a breathing emote, so you don't drown, but you are still swimming. There are a couple of NPCs in there, like the little gnome and a few sharks, which are actually killable, and they do have a loot table. I actually managed to get the jouster's gloves when actually recording this video, so they do have some form of loot table. I'm not obviously quite sure what they actually have. But of course, there is a treasure chest in there, like in one of your fish tanks, and it doesn't actually contain anything, but it just opens up and just a few bubbles come out. Along with that, you will get to see NESSY, who will spawn and is an elite boss. NESSY will spawn on either side of the fish tanks for the Deep Run Tram, and I personally find that is quite, seeing NESSY right up close is actually quite cool, because it is like a pleurodon. One massive pleurodon. NESSY's cool. NESSY's cool, damn. So that is the Deep Run Tram, the NESSY spawn place area thing at number 8. Number 7 on our list is the WKM room. And this is located in Orgrimmar in this massive pillar with a big ass boulder on the top. What you're going to have to do is literally run over to a certain little area along where you do your training in Orgrimmar, and it's basically exploiting again just to get underneath Orgrimmar, and then mounting up once you're underneath the certain specific zone, you fly up and you go into the WKM room. I kind of find this area to be a bit weird, because I found this out through watching, I think it was Nixium, and then I was like, I wonder what it actually could mean. And then there's lots of little theories about what it could actually be, and in all honesty, I don't know what it is, what it stands for. It's just a really weird candle in the middle and WKM on the plaque on the wall. It's a nice little place if you're into exploring the WKM room, but other than that, it's just a nice little Easter egg type hidden place that you can actually find in Orgrimmar. Number 6 on our list is the dragon in Silithus. Now, when you actually go over to Silithus, you want to go down, and this is going through the ruins of Ahn'Qiraj, but the uninstanced part, same as you would flying over Zul'Farrak. And when you get to the end of it, where the shoreline cut is there, when you're at the shoreline of the bottom of Kalimdor, you will see a little bit of a cave, and when you go inside there, you will see a network of tunnels, and this only holds one NPC, a level 5 dragon of Andrastraz, and he's currently asleep, and there is no actual quest lines or any form of like achievements or anything that goes with it. It's most likely a developer just playing around with an area that is unused, because the ruins of Ahn'Qiraj obviously is a raid. So I'm going to name him Andrastraz, the Lost Dragon. Very creative, I know. But number 5 on our list is the Back of the Lost Isles. And basically when you are a goblin starter, after the fall of Kazan, you are dropped in when you wake up after the ship explodes and all that jazz. You will actually find a place called the Lost Isles, and when you're actually doing some of your leveling in there, you will find that you aren't able to get up to a certain bit on the ledge. You can do this. There is a way of doing this, and that is by using a warrior and using your charge in order to bypass that and get around the side. Now this is a cool little area, and I've used this actually in the past to actually gain some just blank footage to put on top of some of my videos, whereas the mobs there are still mobs on top of there, but obviously no one else can get on top of this area, so this gives you the right entire back of the Lost Isles zone in order to just mess around and do what the hell you like with it. So theoretically speaking, you could use that for some of your machinima. You can use it for like a bit of my own personal leveling zone. You know what I mean? So that was the Back of the Lost Isles at number 5. Number 4 on our list is an oldie but a goodie, and that is the GORGROND portal. And this is found in the Timeless Isles. When you are over near the frog farm, you want to jump in the water and go underneath, and you will see a little cave underneath there. Go through there and you will find a fire where you can sit at. Once you have sat down, you are able to click this fire and it will teleport you all the way to GORGROND in Draenor. So this will give you the ability in order to actually bypass the introduction quest and whole thing for Draenor. Number 2 on our list is the Dark Portal in Azsuna. So this was only available in the actual alpha of WoW, and this was a dark portal which didn't actually have any purpose besides being a placeholder. Most people thought that it was going to turn into a raid, as it was in AZSHARA, which is in Kalimdor, and obviously the Highborn, so we could have had an AZSHARA raid in vanilla, but I guess that they weren't going to do that. So this one was kind of a bit of a mystery, and unfortunately you can't actually visit this one in game now, but it's nice to look at the old footage which I have acquired, and I have managed to actually see what it actually looked like back in the alpha. Number 1 on our list is Behind of Stratholme, and this one is like a one whole zone in the Eastern Kingdoms, which is cordoned off and you cannot get to. Well, you can't get to it with normal means. There are certain ways in which you can do this, and I used the instance lockout one, where you can just jump through with your warrior. Using that, I was able to see like what was going on, and I actually really did enjoy running around and seeing the uninstanced version of Stratholme, which is still pretty damn cool, especially with the ride up on your mount in there, and being able to actually see an old version of Naxxramas, and the teleportation portal, which all filled me up with it filled me up with a lot of nostalgia right there, because I always wanted to do Naxxramas, but I was never powerful enough. Actually, to be honest, in vanilla, I was pretty damn bad. But other than that, you are able to actually bypass and go over the mountain and go to the shoreline. This is where you actually find something truly cool. Temple stuff, and like, it's this massive tower and a nice little port that's alongside there. And to be honest, this one would probably be a good place for role-playing, like, if you're into that thing, of course. So that being the case, guys, that was 10 hidden places in WoW. Please tell me in the comments section below if you actually know of any really cool hidden places that I can go check out, and maybe if we gain enough, we'll make another video on this. But other than that, guys, have an awesome rest of the day. Now, I hope you like this video, and if you want to see more like this, please feel free to give this video a like. And as always, have an awesome day, guys.
Yeah.